Hi beautiful people, I hope that you are all doing really well. Welcome to my channel and to another pick a card reading and a very happy and belated new year. So today's reading, we are going to be doing a love reading. I haven't been doing any relationship or love readings for a while, not on YouTube anyway. So I thought we'd do one today because I've had quite a few requests. So today we are going to be looking at, this is more so for people that are currently in relationships. We're going to be looking at what it is that your partner is thinking about you and the relationship at this point of time, what they're feeling about you in the relationship, and also what they're thinking for future plans, or what might be, what they might have in mind for the future. Please remembering, and please also keep in mind that this energy, this reading is in the current energy, and that energy is fluid and time is an illusion. So in saying that, the messages that you get received today, of course, can change or not change according to your energy and the collective energy. So let's get into it. For those of you who have not watched one of my readings before, I am going to be showing you 3 different words, and you are going to choose a word which is going to match with your reading. Now, the word may or may not correlate with the reading. However, it's just a way for me to get you to choose a particular pile. So if I was you, I would go with the word that you are most drawn to. Now, of course, you are more than welcome to watch all the piles of readings. However, I always do advise, if you want a really clear and concise message, that you just choose the one. My cards are not cherry-picked. I am a raw reader. I will tell you what I see. I'm not going to be reading to tell you something that you are hoping for, although that may come up. So yes, they're very authentic readings. I don't think there's anything else I need to cover at the moment, although if you would like to get a personal reading with me, or to check out the other services that I offer besides tarot readings, you can find all the links below. All right, without any further ado, I'm going to be showing you the 3 words you can choose from today. So the first reading we have, or the first word we have, is creativity, which is going to be pile 1. The second word I have is initiative, which is going to represent pile 2. And the third word I'm going to have is fun, which is going to represent pile 3. So I want you to go ahead and think about which word you are going to choose, which is going to represent your reading for today. Remembering that creativity is pile 1, initiative is pile 2, and fun is pile 3. Now, if you need a little bit more time to have a think about this, that's not a problem, but I will get you to pause the video because I am about to start the readings. Okay, so for those of you who chose the word creativity, or pile 1, this is your reading. Let's get into it. So, as I said at the beginning of the video, this is a very general reading. Time is an illusion and energy is fluid, so please keep that in mind. If you would like to get a personal reading with me, or if you would like to check out my other services and how I might be able to help you on your journey of self-growth and discovery, you can find all the links below. If you would like to buy me a coffee or leave a tip, my PayPal address is below as well. This is of course not expected at all, only if you feel to. And I think that's about it at the moment. Okay, so let's get into it. So I have a few cards here for you. So I have your general reading, and then I have a particular relationship card, and I have an Ascended Masters as well. So let's get into it. Pile 1, or creativity. Now, the first thing I'm going to ask you is whether this word means anything to you in regards to your relationship. Whether it resonates on some level, but let's get into it and see if it makes any difference to your thought patterns around this. So the first card we have up is the King of Bows. So pile 1, your person is currently thinking about this relationship, and what they're thinking about this relationship is how it is working for them. They're feeling really confident about this relationship. They're feeling really confident about you. They feel that you are someone that is really confident as well. And there's a lot of passion and physical attraction there between the two of you. And they, of course, find you very physically attractive. There's a lot of creativity here as well, which is where I really feel that the word fits in. And or the potential for there to be some sort of creative venture maybe between the two of you. Now, as I said before, this is a very general reading, so it could mean a lot of different things for a lot of different people. I feel as well that this person may be feeling as though you have been a hand in, or have been an influence in pushing themselves a little bit more and making themselves feel more confident. It's almost like, because snakes really are about beginning and ends of cycles, because snakes shed their skin, and it's a whole sort of process within themselves, and on a spiritual level, and in many different cultures, the snake also represents rebirth, transformation, magic, a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Okay, but there's definitely a lot of creativity, passion here, attraction. This person is really into you. This person feels really confident about you. They're starting to feel really confident about themselves and this relationship. Now we have a clarifier for you, which is the 9 of Vessels, generosity. So this is really reiterating the fact that they're feeling pretty good about this. And I feel like with time they're feeling more and more confident with this relationship. And I also feel like maybe a lot of these people, or your partner, is doing a lot of work on themselves, and they're really starting to see their own self-worth and value, especially within the time that they've spent with you in your current relationship. I get this feeling as well that they feel very lucky and appreciative of what they have with you. I also feel like they're someone that wants to give you more as well. They like giving you things. They might be someone that likes giving you gifts, or they're thinking about giving you a gift soon. But this is really what they think about you, and more collectively what they think about the relationship. They're at a pretty good place with it at this point of time. Your next card, how they're feeling about you. We have the Knight of Vessels. So yeah, they're also feeling, they have feelings of, romantic feelings. They're very in touch with their emotions with you. They're very aware of how much they are into you. This particular person, because we did have the fire and we also have an element of water in here, they could have these elements in their astrology sign, or just have these sort of qualities, the fire qualities and the water qualities. So the fire qualities are all about being really confident and creative and ambitious and driven. And of course the water qualities are about, you know, depth and emotion and feeling and love, right? So yes, how they feel about you, they're very much into you, they're very much in love with you, and they always want to be around you, and they're very drawn and attracted to you, because I feel like this is them swimming towards you. There's a sense of peace there as well. And there's strength in that peace, because I'm being really drawn to the sword that's on this stone as well. All right, clarifying the Knight of Vessels. We have the Four of Bows, celebration. This is beautiful. So yeah, some more fire here. They really do have a lot of feelings for you. They really enjoy your company. They have a lot of fun when they're with you. And there's this feeling of like celebration within the relationship, or within themselves about this relationship. Maybe you've just come back from a holiday, or you're going on a holiday soon, or you're going to be going to a wedding, or you know, there's maybe, you know, they're feeling that one day they're wanting to, you know, share deeper romantic feelings with you on a level of maybe engagement or something like that. Look, this is so general, okay? So I don't want to be putting words in people's mouths or anything, but yeah, they're very happy with you. They feel very good about you. They're very happy. They're very passionate. They have very romantic feelings towards you. They really enjoy your company. Now, future. So we have the Page of Stones. So this person, I feel, I don't know what level of commitment this relationship is at, but I'm thinking it's a fairly committed relationship. I feel like this person, as committed as they are, they're also really just taking it slowly in a way as well. As much as there's this real fire energy and passion and movement, there's also, you know, they also are treading gently and keeping an eye out and just taking their time. I always look at this card as, you know, a cat, you know, because this is a lynx, and lynx are very flexible and cunning and wise and beautiful and agile. So this person is a very flexible person, and I feel like they have all of these characteristics. And their future, what they're thinking in terms of the future with you is that they just want to continue to see how this relationship or this connection evolves. But they are committed to it, and they do have, you know, there is that sense of longevity in it. They do admire you. So clarifying, we have the Woodward, which is a major arcana. So in traditional Rider-Waite, this is justice. So what this is really telling me, and it's interesting because it has the links in this picture as well. So what I'm really getting here is I feel like this person moving forward in the future with you wants a really balanced relationship. They want something where there's the equal give and take. They want to be happy. They want you to be happy. And they also still want to feel like you both have a sense of freedom. And they want to be able to, I think, evolve themselves more to a point where they feel like they can see things clearly, that they can see this forest from the trees, and that and they want to make sure that they are thinking clearly with future decisions, and that they're going to be making the right decision for themselves, you know, alongside you as well, but more so for themselves, which I think is really, really important. It's not a selfish thing, thinking about yourself and your own needs, because you know, if your partner is unhappy in a relationship and doesn't want to be with you, then there's no real point in going further, right? So this person is happy with you. It's indicated here. But yeah, so the future looks good with them. They just want to make sure that they're at a good place with you, and that there's this continuous equal give and take, and that they're not being blindsided by everything else that's going on for them, because things look really good. Now, your relationship card, now I can't remember who is the creator of these cards, so I'm not going to say, but they are relationship cards that they were given to me by my mother many years ago. It's a deck of them that specializes just in relationships. I have the book somewhere, but anyway, the card you got for this relationship is healing. So I feel like both of you have really been brought together to help each other heal through a lot of the trauma that you've both been through. Trauma and or difficulties, however you want to see it, but you are both able to help each other heal, and you've been brought together in order to continue to heal yourselves and each other through the relationship. Your Ascended Masters is detached from drama. So this is a really good card. I feel like this is really saying, you know, I feel like this is a card for you, and I feel like it's saying that you need to make sure that you detach from other drama in your life, and that you don't let it consume you too much, because then it has, you know, a trickling effect on the relationship, of course. Detach from any sort of drama that you may think may arise. Keep the communication clear. You know, have your boundaries, stay strong, and just, I think it's about knowing when to pick your battles is what I'm really getting from here as well. I will actually read out the meaning as well for you guys. Okay, so it has here, let go of attempts to make everyone happy. Allow others to make their own choices in life. Don't delay your life's purposes by focusing upon other people's issues, and avoid gossiping or judging others. Nice. So I think that's a really good overall general card for everyone, really. But I think a lot of you will understand maybe why that has come up in this particular reading. All right, guys, I really hope you enjoyed your reading, pile one. Thank you so much for your ongoing love and support. See you next time. Okay, so for those of you who chose initiative or pile 2, this is your reading. Please remember that this is a very, very general reading, that time is an illusion and energy is fluid. We are looking at how your current partner is thinking about you and the relationship, what they're feeling, and any future intentions in this current energy. So, your first card is the 8 of Wands. They're thinking that there needs to be some communication had between the two of you. Now, this could go either way. They're thinking that maybe you either need to go on a break, and in that break, or like break or holiday together, so that you can feel a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more able to be open to communicate more about what's going on in this relationship, or there's a need for more constructive and less argumentative communication. So calmer communication between the two of you. Clarifying the 8 of Wands, we have the King of Cups. Now, of course, this can represent a man or a woman. So I'm going to read it as an energy. I feel like your partner really is coming to terms with that in order for this relationship to move forward in a positive way, that communication does need to be had, and that then there's this necessity for both or one of you to really be able to control your emotions a little bit more. So to still be able to feel things, but know when is the best time to communicate them, and to communicate them in a way that is constructive, empathetic, and understanding and loving. You know, whether you've had an argument, whether you don't agree with something, whether you feel like you've been hurt by your partner, there's still a way you can communicate your hurt without it becoming, you know, turning into a heated argument. And that's what's really necessary here, and this is what your partner is thinking. There's this need for it, you know. I feel like in a way this card is representing your partner. And this person is someone that's quite deep. This person is someone that's quite intuitive as well. And this person's emotions run deep. And I sometimes feel like your partner feels like they cannot express themselves in the way they want to with you. And it might be vice versa as well. Maybe you feel the same way. This is a very general reading, but that's what I'm picking up here. And it's really important in this relationship is what I'm getting. What they're feeling, we have the Five of Wands. This is interesting. So it feels like there's been some battles recently, maybe misunderstandings or arguments around the importance of this relationship and what it really means to both of you. So I feel like both of you do treasure this, but it's almost like one or both of you feel like the relationship is more important than the other person feels that it is what I'm getting here. And so it causes, you know, these rifts or these arguments, and it's almost sometimes like you feel like you're having to defend the relationship, or you're having to really not so much defend the relationship, but I think sometimes your person feels as if they're having to defend themselves against the relationship, and they feel like they're having to prove themselves to you in a way is what I'm getting here. But they do treasure this relationship. They do treasure this relationship. And I think there's also this feeling of, how can we reconcile this? How can we make this work? The clarifier is the Three of Pentacles. So what I'm really getting here is this notion of your partner feeling like maybe other people need to become involved in order to help move this along. Maybe there's this necessity to see a counselor, or to seek therapy, or to seek knowledge from someone else in order to be able to move this forward into something better. I'm also picking up for some of you as well here, and this may or may not resonate with you, that maybe your partner is someone that is quite popular, and you know, especially with, you know, other people, and other people might be attracted to them, and that maybe sometimes this causes rifts, or this causes jealousy, or this causes some sort of like unease in the relationship. Either that, or what I'm also getting is maybe some of you have a partner that's in a helping profession. You know, maybe your partner is a therapist, and so there's this sort of like misconception that because they're a therapist they should know better, or because they are a therapist they feel like they could be dealing with this relationship better, or that the communication could be better. There's something around that, but take it as it resonates. This is a very general reading. All right, so the next card is about future developments, what your partner is thinking about perhaps for the future. So we have the Nine of Wands. So this is really talking about, sorry about the lights, this is really talking about this person is going to continue to persevere with this relationship. They feel like it's really rocky at times, but there's a lot of emotion there for them. They are really into you. They have a lot of deep feelings for you, but they just feel so conflicted and torn at times because there feels like there's a lot of arguments, or there's a lot of misunderstandings. There's a lot of heated arguments that just sort of keep testing the relationship is what I'm getting here. But they're really hoping that, you know, they're going to be able to make it to a better place with you. But it's just really rocky at the moment. But they're wanting to persevere. Clarifying, we have the Three of Swords. This is interesting. So because this is general, this could have a different interpretation for a lot of you, but there may have been, you know, maybe there's a lot of turmoil in this relationship as well, because there's been some heartache. Maybe one of you has broken the other person's heart. Maybe they've broken your heart. Maybe you've broken their heart in the past. Or maybe there's just a lot of wounds from the past for both or one of you that need to be, that are coming to the surface because they need to be healed. And you know, a lot of the time in relationships, there is so many arguments and there is so much conflict because you're both mirroring each other's wounds. You're both triggering each other's stuff that needs to be healed, and that can be really, really challenging, right? So yeah, this is why this has been difficult. But this person seems to want to persevere at this point of time anyway. I forgot, and yeah, it's interesting that your word was initiative. So I get this feeling of it's like using your initiative to be able to make this more constructive, to be able to communicate in a better way, rather than just hoping it will fix itself. Your relationship card we have is fantasy. Okay, and this is an issue in the relationship. So I kind of feel like one or both of you whether it's on a conscious level or a subconscious level, you fantasize about the perfect relationship and how you really want it to be and how it could be. And the thing is, it's a problem in itself because no relationship is perfect, right? It's not about a relationship being perfect, it's about a relationship being healthy. So this can be an issue for both of you because, I mean, it could just be for them, but I feel like it goes two ways here. I feel like, and this isn't about having a go at you personally, because this happens for a lot of people. There's this fantasy that, you know, we expect relationships, as I said before, to be perfect or how they are in movies or whatever, and that's just not reality. You know, it's just about meeting halfway, and whether it's a healthy relationship, whether you're able to have, you know, discussions about things that you may not agree with in a healthy and respectful way. Your Ascended Masters is You Can Do It, Archangel Michael. So yeah, this is really talking about if you're really wanting this relationship to work, that you can do it, that you can cut through all the negative energy and transform it into something more beautiful. Let me read the meaning to you of that card. Okay, so the general meaning for this card is no more preparing or procrastination, just do it. You're a valuable and beloved person. Break big goals into smaller steps and take one step today. You're on the right path. Let go of perfectionism and know that you'll do fine. So that, I feel, really ties in with everything, especially your word initiative. You know, it's about moving forward and using your initiative to create a better relationship. All right, pile 2, I really hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it's given you some clarity, insight, and or food for thought. If you would like to get a personal reading with me or to check out my other services or to leave me a tip, you can find all my details below alongside all my social media links. Thank you so much for your ongoing love and support. Mwah. All right, so pile 3, last but very not least. If you chose the word fun, this is your word, this is your reading. Please remember that this is a very general reading, that time is an illusion and energy is fluid. All right, let's get into it. So, fun, what does that word mean to you? Is it applicable to your relationship? Is it applicable to you? Is it something you need to be doing more of? Let's see. Okay, so first up we have the King of Pentacles. So this is how your person is thinking or what they're thinking of you at the moment. Now, as I always say, this could be a man or a woman. It doesn't matter. I'm going to read it as an energy. So as an energy, this person at the moment is thinking that they are kind of either reassessing or they're thinking about stability within themselves and the relationship and you. They're thinking about their future. They're thinking about how they want to not worry about money in the future. They just want to have stability, and maybe they want to continue growing an endeavor that they have. Maybe they have a business they want to continue growing, but they want you to be part of it, and they're just trying to work out if you are going to be part of it or if you're going to continue to be part of it. Or that I feel like they're really thinking about long-term stuff here. Now, some of you may already have been with this person for a long period of time, but you can still think about future stuff, right? Or if you haven't, they're thinking long term, because this person wants to have a sense of feeling grounded and having enough and feeling comfortable. They want loyalty. They want someone that's going to be there long term and is going to have their back. Clarifying is the Moon. This is interesting because this is a fear of theirs. They fear not having stability. They fear not having this. This might be a very unfounded fear. This could be stuff from the past. This could be stuff from another life. This could be anything, right? Depending on what your belief system is. But there's this fear of not having this, and maybe not having this with you. So it's like they're trying to ground themselves so that they feel more balanced, so that they feel like whatever that decision that's coming up, or whatever that's coming up in the future, is going to be a decision that's going to be made not through fear. It's interesting that I'm coughing a lot at the moment because I wasn't before. So it's almost like there's a lot to be said here. Or there's something that they haven't said to you yet that they want to say to you, but they're finding it difficult to say maybe. Let's move on. So the next card is how they're feeling about you. The Four of Swords. They're contemplating this relationship. This is really moving on to the fact that I feel like this person is trying to make a decision about something, to be honest with you. And this is a relationship reading, so I'm going to assume that this is about the relationship and where it's going. So this person is in contemplative mode. Maybe this person has taken time out or has taken time away from you to think about things, to mull things over. Everyone's situation is going to be different, but this person is thinking that they just need some time to recalibrate and to really take stock and try and meditate and think more clearly about things. And to to collaborate, to calibrate. Interesting. To clarify, we have the Page of Cups. So at this point of time, maybe this person is just feeling like they can't really give you much. Maybe this person is just sort of backed off a bit and you're hearing less from them, or you're spending less time with them, or maybe they're just not giving their whole at the moment. But they're still being very sweet, you know. They're still hanging in there. They're still making you sweet little offers. Right? But it's not maybe what you were getting before, or maybe it's not what you were expecting. But I just feel like they're having time out. But they're still being sweet. They're still, maybe some of them as well are taking a step back and going, hey, let's just take this more slowly, and maybe we should start from scratch and start dating again, or maybe that they're in that dating mode or that fresh mode. But yes, different for different people. Now, your last card is the Two of Wands. This person has a decision to make, and this is really cementing what I was saying at the beginning. This person has a decision to make about what they're going to be doing in the future, and whether it's going to include you or not, and what they want to do with their life in general. This person has a lot of power in their hands. They've got the world in their hands. This person is confident. This person knows what they want to do moving forward. And it's just about whether you want to come along for the ride, whether the relationship is at a good point for this to move forward, to continue moving forward. I feel like this person is really reflecting as well on the relationship, because if I have a look at the way the cards come out when I'm looking at them, okay, how I look at them when I've got them laying flat is that, is that they're like this. So if you're looking at this, if you're looking at this story like this, you can see that this person is almost looking back here and contemplating these three really important things and this really important thing, okay? This person is interested in you, otherwise they wouldn't be thinking about these things. Clarifying the Two of Wands, we have the Ace of Cups there. So they're thinking about, you know, is this relationship fulfilling? Is this relationship, do they want to continue to pour love into this relationship? Do they want to continue to offer you their love? Do they want to, because I kind of feel like they want to, if they're going to continue with you, they're going to feel like they're going to want to almost start afresh, or to be able to put anything aside that's come up before. This is also, I feel like maybe they're wanting something new within the relationship. They want to feel loved. They want to feel like you feel loved. I feel like this person as well is really, goes back to that grounding card, the King of Pentacles. They want to feel love within themselves, you know, and they want to feel like that you have love for yourself as well, because obviously the most ideal relationship is where both people have their own self-love, that both people are, you know, growing and transforming like on their own as individuals, but then they can come together as a couple and continue that growth and that, you know, that level of growth of consciousness as well, and the whole shebang. But yes, so they're thinking about this, they're thinking about it. They're thinking about their future with you. You know, there's someone that has a lot of love to offer, you know, but they also want to think about what's best for them, right? Your relationship card is Trust, Healing. This is really nice. So this is just really telling me to tell you to trust this process, and the reason you've come together in this relationship is to be able to learn to trust each other and heal and to trust the process. It's easier said than done, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of you watching this perhaps feeling anxious after this reading, perhaps thinking, what is the person's decision going to be? Are they going to stay with me? Are they not going to stay with me? And that's not a good place to be at, okay? Because it's not going to manifest what it is that you want. And it's not good for yourself. So none of these cards are, you know, if you've taken the reading this way, none of these cards are actually negative at all. It's good that this person's reflecting. This person wants that stability, right? There's nothing here that says this person doesn't want to be with you. It's just thinking long term, right? Your Ascended Masters card is come out of the closet. This is interesting. So this is really talking about maybe this person is going to be coming out of the closet soon and telling you something that they haven't told you before, or telling you something that they need to tell you. They might be coming out of the closet and telling you what their needs really are, what you know, what they really want out of life. Maybe some of them are thinking about moving overseas or to a new city or a new place, and they're thinking about whether you want to come with them, if it involves you, what that means. For some of you, this person might be coming out of the closet about their sexual preference. It could mean, a myriad of things. Let me read the meaning, but it's usually coming out about something, you know, being honest about something, not keeping skeletons in the closet. Okay, so the summary of this card is, let go of judgments about yourself or others. Speak your truth with love. Allow others to get to know the real you. Trust that your authentic self is lovable and likable. The more authentic you are, the higher the energy and success of all your projects. So yes. And it's interesting that you got the word fun, because maybe you need to be having more fun with this person. Maybe sometimes it's all a little bit too, maybe there's too much pressure on where this relationship's going or where it's headed, but take it as it resonates for you, pile 3. All right, guys, I really hope you enjoyed your reading. Please feel very free to leave feedback and comments below. If you would like to check out my website and the other services I offer, you can find all the links below, along with all the links to my social media platforms as well. All right, guys, thank you so much. Lots of love and light.